Who do you think came out on top? Shannon Sharpe has agreed to join ESPN First Take with Stephen A. Smith. And Skip Bayless over there has Rachel Nichols, Richard Sherman, and Lil Wayne joining him. Hey, my opinion, I'm about to give it to you. I think it's better than yours. Let's go. All right, unless you've been living under a rock in the sports world, you know that Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless had a very famous breakup on their show, Undisputed. And, while everybody's been waiting on the sides to both figure out how they would move forward, over with FS1 and Skip Bayless, they finally announced that they was going to be bringing Lil Wayne onto the show Friday mornings. He's not going to be every Friday, but the Fridays that he can make it. And Richard Sherman, former defensive back for the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers, is going to be joining the desk to replace Shannon Sharpe. That should be interesting. Richard Sherman is, when he was a player, he was known as a loudmouth. He gave his opinion, you know what I mean? And so I also like that they went out and they got Rachel Nichols, formerly of ESPN, that had a big situation, controversy, and they finally let her go. I think you can see her sometimes on Showtime, on some of the, I think it's All the Smoke that you see her with, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. And so they picked up some good pieces. I like it because, with Skip and Shannon, Shannon was really dedicated. Even when he left, he said he was dedicated to his job. I think that Skip had a hard time finding a replacement that could really be dedicated like Shannon was. And so to kind of bring in like a three-headed monster, I believe it's going to be perfect for the show. Rachel Nichols, everyone loves Rachel Nichols. You don't ever hear many people say they didn't like her. She's not a personality that people don't like. So she's going to be a good addition. Now, over at ESPN, Stephen A. Smith was leveraging hard to bring Shannon Sharpe over there and give some new life to his show. If you really want to be for real, both shows, First Take and Undisputed, I think they started to get a little stale. People get tired of seeing the same thing over and over every morning. Even myself, I would tune in. And if it's not really a hot topic, I'll probably tune away or turn to something else, right? So I think this breathes new life into both of these shows. With Stephen A. Smith bringing in Shannon Sharpe, it sounds like Shannon is only going to be talking football on Mondays and Tuesdays. With the NFL season coming up, that's big. That's big. So it sounds like Shannon is going to be there to talk after the Sunday games, and then after the Monday night games, you're going to have Shannon there to talk with Stephen A. Smith about the Monday night game. I'm kind of disappointed in that. I would like to have seen Shannon be on ESPN at least 4 days out of the week. And I think what really was getting Shannon pretty popular was his takes on LeBron James and the Lakers. And he's a big Lakers fan. And I think ESPN might be shortening themselves by not having Shannon talk basketball with Stephen A. Smith. Hopefully, maybe they'll eventually move to that. I know they got Kendrick Perkins doing that, but I think Shannon is the perfect person to talk basketball and to debate him on basketball. So who do I think came out on top here? Because Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe does not previously have a relationship, I think it's going to be some growing pains there. They're not like buddy, so they can't talk to each other any old way. They're still kind of like filling themselves out. I don't think they're, like I said, Stephen A. Smith admitted there's not a previous relationship there. They don't really know each other. So it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. And with FS1, I really like it. I think Richard Sherman, who's been on the show before, he knows Skip. He's going to challenge him. And then you add in Rachel Nichols to the show. That's going to be on there and kind of giving her takes. And you can add Lil Wayne. Some people don't like the Lil Wayne factor. I think Lil Wayne is a voice that knows sports, and he wants to give his opinion on it like I do on this show, right? So who do I think won? I think that FS1 have come on top with this one. I think that it looked a little shaky for a little bit with Skip, but ultimately I think that Skip, he won this. I think he bounced back. That was a big blow, losing Shannon Sharpe. And I think that Skip Bayless found a perfect set of replacements. I think ESPN has been going downhill with a lot of their moves, with the hiring and firings of people that are loved and keeping people that are disliked. And, Shannon's over there for a couple days, and we'll see how it's going to go. But ultimately, if you ask me who won, I'm going to go FS1. Hey, make sure you hit like and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, out.